My name's Makoto Naegi.
Sayaka Maizono.
Leon Kuwata.
Chihiro Fujizaki.
Kiyotaka Ishimaru.
Kyoko Kirigiri.
Celestia Ludenberg.
I am Monokuma!
Byakuya Ogami.
Toko Fukawa.
Mondo Owada.
Hifumi Yamada.
Aoi Asahina.
Sakura Ogami.
Yasuhiro Hagakure.
Junko Enoshima.
Now then, let's get things rolling!
What the? I don't.
This can't be real! No way! Now, I am painfully aware of the great power and meaning of a promise! I really wanted to keep a corpse from popping up for no good reason, you know. But I guess you all needed to be taught a lesson after all. Ah, what an amazing promise. But now you guys understand, right? Now you see just how serious I am. Defy me, and you get shots full of holes, exploded, buried alive, disintegrated, etc. So if you don't want that to happen to you, you'd best obey those school regulations!
Junko's body had been impaled with a bunch of spears. An unbelievable amount of blood started pouring out of her body. It was the first time I'd ever seen the moment someone's life came to an end. Nobody there could deny what they'd seen. Junko, who until just a second ago had been our friend, was dead. She died. She'd been murdered. In simple terms, it was the death of a human being.
It's really not all that shocking. She just died, that's all. Just went and died. It's no more remarkable than the inevitable demise of the entire human race. It's just as natural as the eventual end of the world itself. This isn't some superhero comic, so it's not like when you die, you didn't really die. This is reality!
Why did you have to kill her? Didn't you say you would put her in prison or something?
I changed my mind.
No. You've been wanting to kill this entire time.
Kill this entire time? Don't be silly. You can't kill time. Or are you being metaphorical? Are you saying I wanted to waste time this whole time? Come on! What do you take me for? I'm Monokuma! Anyway, none of that matters right now. I have something I'd like to give you to help you in your search for the Blackened. This little file has all the information I've gathered about the death in question. I like to call it the Monokuma File. I mean, naturally you guys aren't experts at this kind of thing, so you can only do so much of a corpse. So instead, I've gathered up everything I know about the circumstances and cause of death. What's that? How do I know the cause of death, you ask? Because the surveillance cameras picked up the whole thing. I got to see it all go down.
Wait, so then, you know who killed Sayaka?
Of course I do! If I didn't, I couldn't possibly pass a fair and accurate judgment during the trial, now could I?
That's a good point. The judge has to be able to make the proper decision. That's somehow comforting.
Now then, please put your full effort behind your investigation! After all, you don't have any choice but to give it your best shot! Seriously, you don't have a choice! Okay, so we'll meet up for the class trial in a little while!
And with that, Monokuma disappeared once again. He left us stunned and confused. He left us at a total loss. He left us with Junko's dead body growing colder right in front of us. And for who knows how long, nobody said a word. The fact that Sayaka and Junko were dead was a huge shock, of course. But there was more to it than that. It was also the idea that one of us had actually murdered someone. And that if we didn't find out who it was, we would all die here. We'd found ourselves in a situation where we couldn't help but look at each other with open suspicion. It was the worst situation imaginable. And yet, even in such a perversely terrible situation, she didn't show the slightest hint that it had gotten to her.
Now's no time to wallow in your depression. The worst thing we can do right now is lose all faith in each other. That would lead to the same disastrous result as having total faith in everyone else.
Huh?
Cooperation is absolutely key at this point. Who you decide to trust or not trust is, of course, up to you.
Continuing to think about and talk about the deceased certainly isn't going to help anything.
So saying stuff like that is just...
How many times have I told you? Anyone who can't adapt will die. Death is the only thing awaiting those who are unable and unwilling to adapt. If that happens, you only have yourself to blame.
What an awful thing to say, especially after what happened.
Right now, exposing the killer is the most important thing. Because if we don't, we are all going to die here.
She's right. We need to begin our search right away.
Either way, we can't run away from the situation, so we have no choice but to move forward.
We just have to do it, I guess. What other choice do we have?
No way in hell am I letting someone kill me! Alright, damn it, let's do this!
We just have to do it. Everyone kept repeating that sentiment. They were using it like a mantra to give themselves strength. But they're right. We just have to do this. No matter how much we don't want to. We have no choice. If that's what it takes to survive, then that's what we have to do! On top of that, there is something I need to find out. I had to know why Sayaka had to die. Why she had to be the one. I'm terrified to find out, but still, I have to know. Otherwise, I knew I'd never be able to accept her death. Which is why I don't have any choice! I have to do this! I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touched her wrist to check for a pulse, like they do in the movies and stuff, but... she really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say. She was gone.
I don't even know why you even bothered to check. After those injuries and losing that much blood, frankly, I'd be shocked if she did survive something like that.
Huh? Oh, hold on! Hold on! Just wait a second! She's dead? Then that means everything that's happened so far is real? It's not a joke or whatever? It's really real? Hell no! Someone save me! Let me out of here! Somebody help me!
You're just now accepting that? Hmm? So, you finally noticed.
Huh? Noticed what?
I was looking through the Monokuma file we received. And I noticed something very obvious and very unusual.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Go ahead, take a look. Notice anything interesting about where Sayaka died? She died in Makoto's dorm.
What? She's right.
Then, could it be?
All at once, everyone's gaze turned to me. Hold on a second! You've got it all wrong! For just one night, I traded rooms with her. I did it because she was afraid.
You expect us to believe that? Just tell us the truth!
The look in everyone's eyes had done a complete 180 from just a few minutes earlier. The feeling of suspicion and fear had returned. In other words, you think I did it?
Before we start searching for Sayaka's killer, we need to decide what to do about securing the crime scene.
What do you mean?
You're thinking of putting someone on guard duty so no one can disturb the area, aren't you? After all, if the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed.
In that case, I don't mind doing it. I don't like having to think anyway. I'll let you guys figure out who killed that chick.
Okay, then we can let Mondo look after the scene.
Well, no. We can't just leave him there alone.
What? Why the hell not?
Isn't it obvious? If you were the culprit, what's the first thing you would do? By volunteering for guard duty, you're in a position to destroy all the evidence you want.
What? Ugh, fuck you!
Fine. Then I'll stay there on guard duty as well. That way there's no problem.
Two-player co-op base defense. And with the two of them, with their stats, they're totally OP.
Since we won't be able to help investigate, we're putting our faith in the rest of you.
I'm still pretty freaked out, but I'll try.
Are we all done talking? We need to begin our investigation soon. At this point, we should split up. We need to get to the bottom of this and find out who killed Sayaka. We'll have to collect clues to form a foundation, then construct an argument to come to a final decision. If we get this wrong, well, do I really have to say any more?
I'd rather you didn't. No.
Everyone pray for good luck.
With that, Kyoko hurried out of the gym.
I'll be going too.
And just like Kyoko, he was gone before he realized it.
Oh yeah, I'm on guard duty, huh? I'd better head to the scene of the crime.
That's right.
Let me just say this right now. If whatever son of a bitch did this is here right now and they're thinking of destroying that evidence, they better not let me find him. I'll skip the trial and cave their goddamn skulls in myself. I'm serious. I will fuck them up!
Letting his deadly words hang in the air, he and Sakura ran off.
But, I mean, we're not detectives or anything, you know? And we're gonna investigate a murder? How do we even do something like that?
We don't really have to do anything in particular. We already know who killed Sayaka.
What are you implying?
It was you.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me!
Don't come any closer! Are you gonna kill me next?
Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. It's not for sure that Makoto's guilty yet.
That's true. We may as well at least check just to check.
Even if I wanted to, I couldn't help investigate.
Wait, why not?
I'm not good with blood. All it takes is one glimpse, and I black out.
Well, whatever. I don't think anyone was expecting much from you, anyway. Alright, I guess I better get going.
Wait! Don't go yet! You have to hear me out! But it was pointless. Everyone had already left. And their parting looks at me had still been filled with suspicion. Does everybody really think I'm the killer? How did it turn out like this? Seriously, they've got it all wrong. Why do they have to suspect me? They have to do something. Otherwise, everyone will...
Execution is execution. Electric chair. Poison gas. Cough, cough. Torn apart like a paper plate in a hurricane.
I can't let that happen. I can't let things turn out the way Monokuma wants! All I have to do is find out who really did it. Who really killed Sayaka.